Hey guys, it's Lindsay here. We are going to post some videos on here of some of the things that I went through. This first one is I was in my second trimester, going through and discussing what happened in my first trimester. And I didn't get it posted back then because of the exhaustion from being pregnant. But here is the video. I am a personal trainer, nutrition coach, homeschooling mom with a lot of new updates that have came along in the last few months, and I am going to share those. The one today we are going to talk about is one that, if you have seen my previous videos, know that it kind of hits our heart a little bit. Maybe not even a little bit, maybe a lot. And if you guys have heard before, if not, I'll give you a little update. In 2021, we were pregnant with twins that had an SIUGR, where baby B wasn't getting enough blood, but baby A was. And basically baby B was dying and ended up dying, put a strain on baby A's heart, which made baby A have a stroke, and then put a strain on my heart. Fast forward a few months after that, my doctor told me that I could try again. She thought I had a D and C, but I had a D and E, and we waited for long enough for a D and C to get pregnant again, which was 2 months. But because we had a D and E, we should have waited 3 months, in which case my uterus wasn't ready. So we are now in 2023. So that was 2021 was the twins. 2022 was the miscarriage. They did a bunch of blood work on me, found nothing wrong with me. No diabetes, no thyroid, no clotting, they did 20 different blood tests and nothing was wrong. So they put me on progesterone, thinking some of it was hormone, and we weren't getting pregnant at all. And I read up on progesterone that if you get too much of it, it could be like a birth control, because there are progesterone birth controls. So my husband's like, get off of it. So I got off of it, and then we were taking care of some kids and this and that. In April, a lot of things happened. In April of this year, 2023, April 7th, we closed on this house. A week or two later, I started coaching soccer for my son, which would have been 13U team. And then somewhere in that time, I got pregnant. Yes, we are pregnant. And that's why I haven't been videotaping. Why there is a switch a little bit in my YouTube activity. We are today 17 weeks. We yes, we have not, which is scary, have not been to the doctor yet because insurance has been, well, between dragging their feet, not giving us info quickly, this and that. And then after waiting for so long, some doctors wouldn't take me. So it was a lot of struggle to get in. I did eventually get a doctor that would take me, and tomorrow on this video where I'm at today, I have a doctor's appointment. We will also have an ultrasound. Probably will find out the gender because we're so far along. And we'll talk about that as we get to that video. But I am officially in my second trimester, and my first trimester kicked my butt. And I will say that if a workout doesn't kick my butt, this pregnancy first trimester really kicked my butt. I never knew how a day was gonna go. Some days I was very energetic to get things done. There was some days, there was like a point where I slept like 3 or 4 days straight almost. I slept all through the night, and then I would fall asleep for an hour or two, then wake up, will you get me something? Go back to sleep, get up, go to the bathroom, go back to sleep, get up. And it just kept going for 3 or 4 days where I couldn't get my head up. So, yes, we are pregnant. We will try to keep you updated. We kind of have an assumption from a friend of what we're having. Well, I'll explain that to you another time, but we have an idea. So we will update those things as we keep going. But nausea, I never got sick, but there was a lot of morning sickness in the first trimester. I can't breathe. There was a lot of, I can't breathe through my first trimester. My heart rate went really high during my first trimester. I was hot. Like, I've never had a summer pregnancy ever. And I could not get cool enough that I ended up just taking scissors to my hair. And I was like, I'm done with this. So if you remember my last videos where my hair is like way down here, I got done with it. It came off. There was, I don't know, just a lot of like, I felt like I had to eat every hour, every half an hour. And that can be somewhat normal, especially if you have nausea. The eating will help the nausea. But I've liked water during this pregnancy with my twins. With my boys, I didn't like water. I went to 7-Up and my doctor actually got on to me. No, you need to switch to something else. So, especially cold water has been really good. The weirdest things though, and I never had this in any of my pregnancies ever, is I've been craving strawberries and watermelon. And I also have been craving salad. If you remember back when, I was pescatarian. So pescatarian eats mostly fish and eggs and like cheese, dairy, that kind of stuff. And in this pregnancy, my husband made me fish. Okay, I can do shrimp. He made me walleye, I think, and I was okay with. he made me salmon. And if you guys know me, I love my salmon. I could not do it. I tried the best I could. I just couldn't do it. I basically went, don't make that again. He also at the same time made frog legs and snuck it in my potatoes, and I didn't like it, my potatoes, that night, and I thought it might have been chicken, but he said no, it was frog legs, and I knew why I didn't like it. It was disgusting. So just warning ahead of time, don't do that to your wife. She might just react, and I did. I felt really dry through my first trimester, just like my eyes were dry, I just felt like I was itchy, that kind of stuff through my first trimester. I still get times where my body, I just want to itch. Heartburn came on pretty quickly. I think it was about 9 or 10 weeks and I started getting the heartburn. I celebrated as soon as I found out we were past 8 weeks, or I figured out that I was past 8 weeks. I celebrated because that made us through one milestone. The miscarriage was 8 weeks, and I was like, yes, okay, we made through one. And with my twin boys, I lost at 20 weeks. And so I'm 17 weeks now. I've only got a couple more weeks left. Like literally we were just hitting 20 weeks when we lost them. So I will be excited to get into 20 weeks and not have any hiccups. I'm praying that they don't tell me something's wrong in the next one. Doctor's appointment tomorrow. We have a cabin trip coming up. I'm doing a lot of AYSO stuff. We're supposed to be finishing up our 4-H stuff. We just finished the 4-H fair. We have the state fair coming up, so we have that coming up. It's just, my life's too busy to give me a hiccup of, oh, well, you have this wrong. I don't think I could actually, I have been keeping myself so busy that I don't think about it. I try not to panic about it. But it's definitely been there on my mind. Other symptom would have been like my hormone. I'm like all over the place. And my husband doesn't sometimes know how to handle it. As far as symptoms of what my family is like because of everything, my husband is completely scared. One minute he doesn't want to talk about it at all. The next minute he's like shouting it off the roofs. So as far as our emotions go on this end, my husband's a little scared. But he gets excited and then he's scared. My son won't let me carry anything. So he will open doors for me, won't let me carry anything. He watches, how much energy I'm wasting. Like we're constantly busy. He's like, we need a break. My daughter, she likes to cuddle on my arm and give me kisses. She is also going with me to my doctor's appointment tomorrow. I think they're both kind of excited at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. But we hope that in the next few videos, I will let you know what we're having, genders, whatnot, how the first doctor's appointment went, all that kind of stuff. And to kind of give you an update, I'll move my camera so you can kind of see. That's my baby bump. It is not small. Can I give you my perspective? It isn't that small. And it takes the wind out of me. And I had to do 4-H fair, do a lot of walking, and my daughter had to do a 4-H project on hiking, and we did 2.5 miles last week. So this mom is getting her exercise in different ways than just working out and trying to stay fit in that way. I am trying the best I can to do my arms, some stretching, my legs, that kind of stuff, because I don't want my legs to give out, my arms to give out, because those are the things that are helping me get through it. I'm also making sure I do a lot of foam rolling and stretching with like baby stretching and stuff to get my ligaments and joints all stretched out. And again, walking everywhere, it feels like. Everywhere I go. We had the 4-H fair, the hike, we've had soccer. I had to coach soccer. I'm walking up and down the field. Actually, I was actually playing soccer too with the kids when shortly before I found out that I was pregnant. So there's been a lot of soccer playing and kicking balls and we've done walking up and down the road and that kind of stuff. So we've had a lot of actions and moving. So I'm just trying to get a little of something in every single day. Some days are too extremes, like walking around the 4-H all day. And other days, I literally can't raise my head off my pillow. How is homeschooling through this? Guys, we had a rough patch this year anyways. Let's add in that we're running behind on finishing our homeschooling. Let's add that we're just doing it by the hair on our behind. I have a hard time being able to force and get that done because of the way where I'm at. So I have the plan of 180 days or 176, wherever we go, of trying to get it done according to the laws of our state. But we might be kind of doing more than that because we are spreading it out for more days. Because we might get 4 or 5 subjects done and then the next day do 2, whatever. It's just getting done. We're still learning. We're doing 4-H projects. That's an add-on to the learning, right? And we're doing the best that we can where we're at, how we are. We're also not, I did a lot of lifting of moving us here. Sugary things. I had got, some sugary things. I had gotten a milkshake because I'm craving that milkshake taste. And it was you could taste the sugar in it, and that made me nauseous. And I felt sick the rest of the day on that one. I got myself a root beer, but anytime I get like a fizzy drink, soda drink, or fountain drink, I get very nauseous. And I feel really sick to my stomach. Cake, the icing, I don't care for cake right now. And if you know me, I love my sugary stuff, even though I'm a nutrition coach. It's just like a Christian. Christian is a sinner. They go to church to better themselves. I have a weakness of sugar, so I go to work out to better myself because you know me, I love my sugar. But this pregnancy, I do not. I do not, I mean, I can, if it's salty, I can do like an ice cream. So I can do like, one of the restaurants here in town does a chocolate peanut butter, and you can taste the salt in it, and that one I can go for. But other things like fried food, it just makes my stomach upset. I can't do it. Oh, I know. Tortillas and cheese. Tortilla, I don't know. It was just hard at the beginning of this pregnancy. Every time I wanted to try to eat something simple, I tried to make myself a queso, just a cheese queso, just to get me through a little bit longer or something. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get through that. Cheese, depending on the cheese. Like nacho dip cheese, I love that. And that's one of my weaknesses right now. But I cannot do like sprinkle cheese, queso cheese, mozzarella cheese, too much cheese on a pizza, too much cheese like on a lasagna. I can't get through it. So I'm really doing the best I can through it. So I am a few weeks into my second trimester, and I was talking to a friend beforehand who is also pregnant, and she was talking about how as you get to the second trimester, it gets better, because she's ahead of me a little bit. And I really thought, no, there is no way the second trimester. There are days where I do not feel good. And then there are days that I cannot breathe. Other than that, the other days I am energetic, I can get things done. It may take me longer because I can't breathe. I might have to take a sit down, my heart rate goes sky high, all that kind of stuff. But I'm like working through it. Like I'll take a 5-minute break, and then I'll go work some more, and then sit down and take another 5-minute break, and then go work some more. And I just kind of go with where my body tells me to go. So if I'm feeling like I'm overdoing it, I'm done, I'm down. And there's some, like last night I had to have my daughter make dinner, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm just, because we spent all morning at church services, and then we came home, ate, and left again, and I had to go work on coach bags at the soccer building. And then we came home and left very quickly to make it out to the 4-H fair to pick up our projects, and we were out there for a couple hours. And then to come home, I took a quick nap, and then quickly went to the grocery store and got us some groceries just to last a few days. And by the time I got back, it was like, 7 o'clock, and I was done, but we needed to eat. And so I handed it off to my daughter, and I was like, you get to do it, because I can't do anything right now. And so I landed and just guided her from where I was at. So just, find your body's pace. Thanks guys for joining us. I am going to keep posting things and hopefully keep going. So stick with me, and I will show you my second trimester coming up. Bye for now.